Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad Arif bin Rosmini, 35B1809. I'm with my partner Ikhwan Haziq. Later he will be explaining too. Topic: Gambling Maysir in Islamic economics. Understanding the economics and ethical impacts of gambling. So the introduction: moral and ethical implication. Gambling is viewed as a several sin in Islam due to its moral and ethical consequences on individual and society. So gambling, if we do gambling, we will get sin. And also consequences. Forms of gambling, both traditional and online gambling activities like betting and lotteries are widespread in modern society. So in nowadays, the famous gambling, which is betting and lotteries. Prohibition reasoning: Islam forbids gambling due to exploitation and unjust enrichment, violating principle of justice and fairness, which is Islam prohibited gambling due to exploitation. Societal impact: gambling promotes greed, disrupts social harmony, and undermines economic justice and ethical transaction. Which is, if we gambling, for example, greed there represent, if we win, we want to win again, like, yeah, consistent win. So it is very unuseful lah. Describe social harmony, like our personal life will be disturbed, like we, yeah, unuseful lah, like harmony, our life will be disturbed. We will destroy like our family, we will, because of losing the betting, we will lose Allah, like happiness and so on. Ethical transaction, which is the transaction is not valid at all. Okay, next is definition of Maysir. Maysir refers to gambling involving games of chance with money or valuable bets. So Maysir is referred to gambling, so it is equal meaning. It is the same meaning. Involve game of chance, so we will not know either this guy win or this guy win. So they're only hoping on their chance. And valuable as bet, so they are betting same value of bet. Like for example, this guy betting 1,000 and then this guy betting 1,000 also. Core element of Maysir, it involves betting, yeah, random outcome and wealth transfer from loser to winner without productive activity. So the money from the both participant bet, the winner will get the money from the loser, so the loser will not get anything. Moral and economics implication: Maysir contradicts fairness and productive economic behavior and is considered unethical in Islam. So it is prohibited, like what we do is wrong. Example, lotteries. Lotteries are prohibited as they embody all the elements of Maysir and involve pure chance. As I said just now, both participants hoping on their chance to win. I can give you more example, such as forex. As we all know, forex is also gold. Yeah, for example, gold. We buy gold. This is physical gold. For 200, for example lah. Not accuracy, I don't know how much now. So we buy one gold for 200, but in forex we buy gold 200 value. We can buy a lot of gold, So that's why it is not fair and it is haram. So as we all know, forex is prohibited. It's only an example. Quran prohibition. Quranic verse on gambling. The Quran highlights gambling harms outweigh its benefits and prohibited it to protect social and spiritual welfare. So Quran highlight gambling is harmless. So don't play. Moral and social impact. Gambling is linked to social decay, hostility, and neglect of religious duties, emphasizing its prohibition in Islam. So gambling can cause fight with families. They can hate each other. Hate each other and forget their religious, such as salah, which is prayer. So it is prohibited in Islam. Hadith reinforcement. Hadith emphasize even inviting to gamble requires charity, reinforcing Islam stands against gambling. The Prophet ﷺ warns against gambling. So if someone invite, like for example, if someone invite this random guy to a gambling, the guy should give charity. Yes, the guy should give the charity yes, to other people. Yes, because they like what do you call like tax. So reinforcing Islam stands against gambling. Yes, it is prohibited. Yeah, because that is straight to the point.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ikhwan Hazib bin Azami, 25B 1824. So I will be continuing the presentation. So the next topic is about the economic harms of gambling. So the first one is violation of economic justice. Gambling allows wealth acquisition without productive contribution, violating fairness and promoting inequality. So means that gambling lets people win the money without doing anything or without effort. So this is very, very unfair, because in Islam, wealth wealth should come from our real hard work, our honest efforts, like working hard, or even like investing or trading. So when someone wins the gambling, wins the gambling, so eventually the other one will suffer. So this kind of what we call gain are not balanced. So that's why it's mentioned inequality. That means that where someone get rich very quickly and the other one will suffer quickly also. So the second one is encouragement of speculation. Gambling promotes risky speculation over ethical, long-term productive work and trade. So means that gambling encourage people to take a big risk for the quick rewards instead of hard working or working hard like that. So this kind of mindset is very, very dangerous, because we only rely on the luck, not like our effort, our hard working, and maybe not rely to Allah. So Islam teaches us to earn through ethical and productive means, not through risky guessing games. Okay. The third one is economic instability risk. Diverting funds from investment to gambling causes financial efficiency, and potential bankruptcies. So when people spread what do you call that? When people spend their money on gambling instead of investing in business or education, it will harm the economies. It leads to wasted resources, financial problem, and even bankruptcies. So this will weaken the financial system and affect not just the individual but also the community and even our families. So the next one is social harms of gambling. So the first one is family and community impact. So gambling causes financial stress that leads to conflict, domestic violence, and family breakdowns, weakening the community bonds. So it means like gambling can cause serious money problem, very serious money problem. When someone lost the money, so it creates a stress and even what do you call that, argument in the family. So this can lead to fight, even divorce, and also broken relationship. Broken. Okay. So when many family are what you call that affected, so eventually the whole community will become weaker and less united. So the second one is psychological consequences. Addiction to gambling result in anxiety, depression, and manipulative behavior, harming the mental health and also the social relations. So means that gambling can become an addiction. Of course, people who are addicted often feel anxiety, sad, or even depressed. So this will lead to, for the gambling people may lie or even cheat to get more money or to win in the gamble. This will harm mental health and damage their relationship with the others. So the third one is moral and ethical erosion. Gambling fosters a great and reliance on chance, eroding moral values and leading to societal corruption and exploitation. So means that gambling teach people to only just like the okay. So gambling teach people to rely on luck instead of work. So means like it's only luck. Yeah, only luck. It encourages greed and selfishness. Over time, this can destroy good values in society and lead to cheating, corruption, and unfair treatment of others. So the next one is gambling in modern business. So this one is additional information since we're talking about gambling. So the first one is insurance as a risk transfer. Conventional insurance transfer risk through premium, resembling gambling due to uncertainty of outcomes and potential losses. Means that in conventional insurance, people pay money, that's what we call the premium, to protect themselves from future risks such as accident or illness, but the outcome is uncertain. You might lose your money if nothing happens, or the company might lose money if something does happen, like that. So because of this uncertainty, it can look like gambling, which is not allowed in Islam. The second one is Islamic takaful model. Takaful offers Sharia compliant insurance, emphasizing the cooperation, mutual assistance, and removing gambling element like Qarar and Maysir. So means like takaful in Islamic version of insurance, instead of gambling like risk. So it's based on helping each other. Everyone contributes money into the shared fund, and then if someone faces a problem, the fund will help them. On the other hand, it's built on cooperation and fairness, and it avoids elements like gharar or maysir. The next one is speculation with gambling. So informed speculation supports market liquidity and capital allocation, while blind speculation resemble gambling and is discouraged. So means like speculation means buying something like stock or goods, hoping the price will go up. It's done. If it's done with knowledge and research, it will help the economy by moving money and resources. But on the other hand, if it's done blindly without you doing it without knowingly like that, just guessing or following the rumors, it will become like we will call like gambling, which is discouraged in Islam. So the last one is ethical risk taking. Islamic finance promotes ethical, informed risk taking that supports economic stability and align with moral principle. Means like that in Islam allows taking risks, but they must be ethical and informed. For example, starting a business or investing wisely is good because it helps the economy and follow the moral values. But on the other hand, gambling is risky, but and also unfair, and also harmful. So it is not allowed. So to conclude everything that we're presenting, so the first one is about the gambling prohibition and effects. So Islam forbids gambling due to its harm because it's haram to social harmony, moral values, and fair wealth distribution. The next one is social and economic impact. Gambling causes addiction, dishonesty, poverty, and financial instability in communities and economics. The third one is Islamic finance alternative, alternative. So in Islamic finance, promotes ethical investment like takaful to avoid gambling risk and ensure fairness. And the last one, balanced economic system. So Islam advocates fairness, cooperation, and productive work to achieve material success and social stability. So thank you so much. That's all from our group, and thank you for listening. Thank you for listening us. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.